Okay, this is part one of a review of what we've done so far in this unit, which is we've talked about angle pairs, and a lot of those had to do with transversals, when you have parallel lines cut by a transversal. I'm talking about this type of deal. Alright, so that made a lot of angle pairs as well. So we'll talk about that and bisectors. Alright, in the previous video we covered the new information about isosceles triangles and mid segments, the segments connecting midpoints. So this quiz review should cover the rest of what we learned before that. So, okay, one angle of a pair of complementary angles is given. What's the other angle measure? Now, remember that complementary angles add up to 90 degrees, alright? That's what has to pop into your mind. When you see complementary, you should be thinking 90 degrees. So, 45 degrees, the complementary angle will be 45 degrees. How am I getting that? 90 minus 45. Okay. Okay, here I'm going to do 90 minus 82. Okay, so that's going to be 8 degrees. And here I'm going to do 90 minus, why did I put 22? I don't know. I put 90 minus 23 degrees. That's going to be 67. Okay, number two, pair of supplementary angles is given. What's the measure of the other angle? When you see the word supplementary, you should be thinking, okay, these have to add up to 180 degrees. So when I look at this, I'm thinking 180 minus 173. Okay, that's going to be 7 degrees. 180 minus 75 degrees. Okay, that's going to be 105 degrees. And 180 minus 92 degrees. That's going to be 88 degrees. So if you add up these pairs, they should add up to 180 each time. Okay, I'm looking at number 3 now. Okay, in this picture what we have is a linear pair. Picture this as like part of a semicircle. Alright, so hopefully you can intuitively see that these two angles are supplementary. They need to add up to 180 degrees, just like a semicircle would be. So do not set these equal to each other. This is acute, this is obtuse. It wouldn't make sense for them to be equal. Instead, they have to add up to 180. So you're going 4x plus 6 plus 11x minus 6. That has to equal 180. Alright, 4x plus 11x is 15x. Oh, look at this. Positive 6 and negative 6, they cancel each other out. So you just have 15x is equal to 180. And then you go ahead and divide both sides by 15. Alright, that's 12. So x is 12. Now, we are supposed to find the measure angle ABD. Alright, ABD, that's this right here. Alright, so this is my expression for angle ABD. But now we know that x is 12. So this becomes 4 times 12 plus 6. Alright, that's 54. So this is 54 degrees. Now how about DCB? Alright, I could plug in the 12 again. Or I could just subtract from 180 since these have to be supplementary. Alright, so I could just go 180 minus 54. And that's 126. Okay, or you could plug in the 12 again and you should get the same thing. Alright, let's look at part B over here. These are called vertical angles. And vertical angles are always equal. So I can just set these equal to each other and solve. So that means 4x, I like to put the bigger one first. So I'm going to say 7x plus 3 should equal 4x plus 24. So when I subtract 4x from both sides, then that's going to give me 3x plus 3 is equal to 24. So then I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and that's going to give me 3x is equal to 21, and then I'll divide by 3. So that's going to give me x is equal to 7. Okay. Now, angle, that's supposed to be the measure of, okay, so x is equal to 7. So PIR is this right here. Alright, PIR. So now that I know that x is 7, then this is going to become 4 times 7 plus 24. That's 52. And RIM, let's see, RIM. So understand that RIM is this angle down here. Alright, so it's not going to be 52. Alright, it's not this angle over here, the one that's equal. But look, if you look at this straight line right here, I'm hoping that you can see that this green angle over here and then this pink angle, these are a linear pair. So these two side by side have to add up to 180. Okay, so if the green angle here is 52, like I just found, hold on, this is bothering me. Just going to cover this up for a second. If this is 52, then I should be able to just subtract from 180. So okay, so that's 128. Okay, so you see these two linear pair, 180 degrees total. Okay, so that is how you do part B. Part C. Again, these form a linear pair. If you look at this straight line right here, and it's being split into two angles. Alright, these two angles are a linear pair. So they are not equal. Do not set these equal to each other. They need to add up to 180 degrees. They are supplementary. Okay, so do not set them equal to each other. Did I say that enough times? So we have to go 7p plus 15 plus 5p minus 3 should equal 180. 7p plus 5p is 12p. 15 minus 3 is 12. And that should equal 180. So that's going to be 12p is equal to 168, and then we're going to divide both sides by 12. That's 14. So P is 14. Now we're supposed to find the measure of angle BNK. Okay, angle BNK, B to the N to the K, is this angle in here. So now that we know that P is 14, this becomes 7 times 14 plus 15. So that's 113. Degrees. Okay. I think that's the end of that problem. So let's classify each pair of angles. 1 and 5, so here's angle 1 and here's angle 5. These are alternate exterior angles. What about 5 and 8? And those would be, if these were parallel lines, those would be congruent. Anyway, 5 and 8 are these right here. 5 and 8, there's no special name for that. You know, if I was making one up, they would be same side exterior, but that's not a thing. Alright, I'm going to put not applicable. 2 and 7. I guess we could, just for fun, 5 and 8 would be supplementary. I guess we can say that about them. So rather than just putting not applicable, I'll put supplementary. Okay, but they are not a special angle pair. Maybe I should have just left it. Anyway, 2 and 7, okay, are a linear pair. Yeah, you know what, because I don't want to just put supplementary for everything, so I'm going to go back to putting not applicable. 3 and 6. Three and 6 are also a linear pair. What about 5 and 6? Okay, 5 and 6, also a linear pair. This is getting redundant. Let's mix it up, people. Whoever's making this sheet, let's mix it up. 1 and 4. Okay, what's with the ones that aren't anything? Like, what's up with this sheet? It's kind of bugging me right now. That's not anything. That's nothing. Why is this on the paper? I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting annoyed. 2 and 3. Okay, finally, something. These are consecutive interior, or sometimes they're called same side interior. So consecutive interior. Okay, what about 5 and 3? Okay, these are called vertical angles. Alright, what about 1 and 8? What's up with all the linear pairs, man? Enough! Enough! This is annoying. Linear pair, linear pair, linear pair, linear pair. We get it. Okay, we did all those. All these linear pairs. But we didn't do any alternate interior. Okay, why not 2 and 6? Why not 3 and 7? Okay, we had 2 of them that were nothing. 4 of them that are linear pair. But we didn't do any that were alternate interior. What the heck? Okay, that was the most random pairing of... Anyway, I'm going to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Alright, I'm going to put this as nothing. Alright, anyway. Alright, that annoyed me. But that's my problem. That's not your problem. Okay, the measure of angle 1 is 140 degrees. Find the other angles. Alright, are we told that there are parallel lines in here? I think we're supposed to assume that these are parallel lines, but that is an error in the worksheet, that we were not told that they are parallel lines. Unless I'm missing it somewhere. I don't see it. You could really only do this if you know that the lines are parallel. So I'm going to go ahead and mark these parallel to make that correction. Okay, now they're parallel. So basically, if these lines are parallel, all of the acute angles are going to be congruent, and all of the obtuse angles are going to be congruent to each other as well. So if angle 1 is 140, okay, if that's 140, then all of the obtuse angles are going to be 140. So this will be 140, and this will be 140, and this will be 140. Okay, all of the obtuse angles will be 140. Now all of the acute angles will be supplementary to the obtuse angles. So if I do 180 minus 140, of course that leaves 40. So all the acute angles will be 40. Okay, so angle 2, that's an acute angle, so that's 40. Alright, some more over here. Okay, so angle 2. Angle 3 is 140. Angle 4 is a 40. Angle 5 is 140. Angle 6 is 40. Angle 7 is 140. And angle 8 is 40. Brat. Okay. So that was number 4A. Alright, so oh, and 4B. Alright, so that's it for number 4. Let's move on to number 5. These are corresponding angles. Wait, I'm still annoyed. When we did that, we didn't have any corresponding angles either. All that listing of angle pairs, and we didn't have any corresponding angles. Alright, that was irritating. Anyway, it's a problem. These two are congruent to each other, and this time they actually marked the lines parallel properly. These two should be congruent, so that's going to be 3x minus 15 is going to equal 2x plus 7. All right, these are called corresponding angles, by the way. So let's subtract 2x from both sides to get these together. So that's going to give us x minus 15 is equal to 7. Then let's add 15 to both sides. So that's going to give me x is equal to, what's that, 22. Okay, let's move on to part B. Alright, the measure of angle 1, alright, and here's angle 1 right here, and that's supposed to be 3x minus 17. So 3x minus 17. And then the measure of angle 2 is x plus 1. Okay, so this is supposed to be x plus 1. Now these are alternate exterior angles. Notice these are parallel lines. So when you have parallel lines, all of the acute angles are going to be congruent. So 1 and 2 will definitely be congruent to each other. So that means we can set these equal to each other. So 3x minus 17 should equal x plus 1. Well, let's subtract x from both sides. So that will give us 2x minus 17 is equal to 1. And let's add 17 to both sides. So that's going to give us 2x is equal to 18. It's in my way now. So now let's divide by 2. So that's going to give us x is equal to 9. Okay, so x is 9. Alright, so that's all we had to do for that. So now let's find k here. So let's see. Changing colors a bit. Angle 3 is here, and angle 4 is here. Alright, notice how we have an acute angle and an obtuse angle. Alright, these are same side interior, consecutive interior. So these are not equal, so do not set these equal to each other. These are supplementary, so these need to add up to 180. So you should go 20k plus 11 plus 8k plus 1. That should add up to 180. So 20k plus 8k is 28k. 11 and 1, that's 12, is equal to 180. So let us subtract 12 from both sides. So that'll give 28k is equal to 168. And then let's divide both sides by 28. Six. Okay, so k is equal to 6. Okay, alright, that brings us to the end of this page. So let's stop the video here at the end of this page, and we'll pick up the next video on the next page. Alright, we'll pick up with number 6 in the next video. I'll see you on the next video.